Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. How does he see you right now? If your energy brought you here, you were divinely guided, period. Okay, so you're not here by accident, babe. But what we're going to do, we're going to take a moment here and meditate on the three cards and pick the one that calmly draws you the most. This is card one with the black obsidian crystal, card two, the green aventurine, and card three, the turquoise crystal. All right, so let's get straight into it. Hey, Clarity family, welcome to your reading. How does he see you right now? If your energy brought you here, you were divinely guided, period. You're not here by accident, babe. Now let's get into it. Card one, your energy draws you here to the black obsidian crystal heart and the listen card. And let me tell you something. If this is the energy pulling you in, let me just say this, okay? This connection is not surface level. No, it's deep, raw, magnetic, and possibly karmic. Because the black obsidian, it doesn't play. This crystal, it's about truth, protection, and clearing BS. So if you have been overthinking how he feels, Spirit says, sis, just listen. This man feels your energy even when you are not talking. He's watching, he's reflecting, but does he know what to do with you? That's what we're about to find out. Okay? That is what we are about to find out. So let's go deeper. I'm about to pull your next card. Okay? And so to see, how he sees you right now, what he is hiding behind the scenes. We're going to pull a total of 6 cards, right? We're going to find out how he sees you right now, what he's hiding behind the scenes, whether he's coming forward or just, fantasizing in silence. Also, what his next move is. And if you're wasting your time or being prepped for something real. Stay until the end of this reading because I'm going to give you the total energetic frequency of this man and this whole connection so you can stop guessing and start choosing your power. And listen, if you want a personal reading, whether it's about this man, your new man, your next man, your money, or even your career glow up, book your private session at claritybay.com. The link is in the description below. All right, now let's get into the next car, and baby, brace yourself because what this man's energy is saying, woo, it's a lot. Okay, it's a lot. So let's go ahead and do it. Thank you, Spirit. All right, what is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through, Spirit? You got the Maiden. Okay, I'm gonna pull another card here and then we'll read both cards together. What is the energy as it does relate? You also have the Monk Nun, Monknun. All right. So this man got some shadow attributes of negative judgment of the physical world and excess piety, Piety, y'all. But we're going to start here with the Maiden energy and then we'll move over to the Monk Nun. All right. So y'all know how we do it, right? This is the sugar-free zone. We not sugarcoating a damn thing over here. But let's start with the Maiden and then move into the Monk Nun energy. And I'm feeling some ish. I'm just saying it. Okay, I'm telling you like it is. Look. Okay, so. All right. Okay, so this reading right here, you already know. Okay. First of all, this man sees you as a fresh start, a new blessing. You're giving innocence. You're giving allure. You're giving, that I could really change my life for her energy. But here's the kicker. he don't know if he's good enough to be the one to hold that innocence. Because you are activating his inner hope, his inner boy, and honestly, his inner fear. Why? Because deep down, he knows if I fumble her, I fumble everything. You represent something rare, untouched, pure, but powerful. He sees you as the one who doesn't need to be tamed. Just respect it. Okay? Just respect it. So, but now let's talk about the darkness, baby. You know what? Can't appreciate the light until you experience the darkness, right? Because this ain't no fairy tale. Okay? So it's like, oh, now we get to the real tea. Spirit is showing that this man has shadow attributes active. Negative judgment of the physical world. Excess piety, meaning that, he hides behind, I'm just working on myself energy. He hides behind that. And avoidance of real intimacy. He's good at spiritual language, but not always emotional accountability. So basically, honey, he acts holy, but he's hiding. He judges what he can't control. He may ghost, disappear, or play mysterious, but it's not because you're doing too much. It's because you are making him feel too much. He sees your purity, your power, and instead of rising to it, he shrinks. And this ain't about you being too much. This is about him not being enough yet. Okay? I'm going to say that louder for the Clarity fam in the back. This is not about you being too much. This is about him not being enough yet. So the combined energy here, he's torn. Half of him wants to worship you, and the other half wants to run from the altar. But trust, he thinks about you constantly. You are in his spirit, not just in his mind. And he may be talking like he's healing or figuring things out. But let's be real. He's struggling with himself, okay? He's struggling with self-worth. And you, my love, are a mirror for everything he hasn't faced yet. Right? So here's what's coming through. It's like you have done the shadow work or still in process, but you have recognized, look, there are things that I need to do for myself and I need to work on myself. So you hold up that mirror of working up on yourself, and he sees that and he's like, oh shit. And he shies away from that mirror, right? So yeah, so don't go anywhere, because I'm about to pull the next few cards to show if he's going to stay in this monk cave, or is he going to come out and be a man? And you already know at the end of this reading, I'm giving you the total energetic frequency of this man and this connection. So stick around. All right. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's pull your next card. Okay. All right. Here we go. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? You got need time to heal. So the card says, right now, I'm in a space where I need to focus on my healing and self-love. This isn't about you. This is me. This isn't about you. It's about me. Did we just get this message? This is a serious synchronicity. All right. And Spirit is just showing up. Y'all, look. This is what's really going on with this card and this message. Okay, so baby, this is the confirmation. The confirmation that just slapped the table. So Like I said, this is the exact same message we just pulled from the monk nun energy. So you already know this is divine synchronicity, not coincidence, not guessing. Spirit is dragging this man lovingly, okay? Dragging him lovingly and laying his energy bare for all to see. Let's add this energy. Okay, listen, I'm going to tell you, I need time to heal. This is what I call a sacred echo. When spirit repeats the message so loud and so clear, you can't ignore it. Let's be real. He's not lying, but he's also not telling you the full truth when he says, I need time to heal. He does need healing, and he is trying to find himself. But what he's not admitting is how much you have triggered that healing. Because when he looked at you, when he felt your energy, he realized, damn, she sees through me. I can't fake it with her. I cannot fake it with her. So instead of rising to meet you, he retreats. And then he tries to make it sound noble, like, I just need to work on myself right now. But what he really means is, you're making me see all the places where I have been hiding. This isn't rejection, it's reflection. Okay, real talk. This card just confirmed everything, and spirit didn't stutter. This man is in emotional ICU. He is not ready to give love because he never truly given it to himself. And you're not just a lover. You're a spiritual test. You're the catalyst. You're the flame that exposed the cracks in his foundation. That's why it hurts. That's why he pulls back. Okay? So, baby, don't internalize this distance. This ain't about your worth. This is about his wounds. But oh, honey, we are not done. Okay? The next few cards are going to reveal, is he doing the work? Is he coming back? Or is he going to keep playing monk on the mountain? And what's the real energetic temperature of this connection? Stay until the end because I'm about to break that all the way down, right? And once again, if you want the raw truth just for you, book your personal reading at claritybay.com. Link in the description always. All right, so let's do it. Let's go ahead and pull your next card and see where this energy is headed, what spirit has to say next. All right. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy here? As it does relate, what do we have coming through? All right, so let's see. You got a conjunction. This is a conjunction in an astrological birth chart, okay? And I'm going to tell you what a conjunction is, what it means, and why it is significant here in this reading. All right, so thank you, Spirit. Let's talk about it. In astrology, a conjunction is when two planets come together at the exact same degree, blending their energies into one powerful force. So it's like two souls standing side by side, amplifying each other, whether from harmony, chaos, healing, or awakening. So the fact that you pulled the conjunction card in this reading, baby, this ain't just a connection. This is a cosmic collision. What this means in this reading is this. This man didn't just like you. He collided with you. Energetically, emotionally, spiritually. You activated him. You shook something loose. You sparked a part of him he didn't even know existed. And now he's trying to find his balance again. You are not just another person. You're a conjunct force meant to wake him up, not to put him to sleep. And that's why he's confused. That is why he's quiet. That's why he's spiraling in silence, trying to figure out what the hell just happened. Because Spirit is showing you didn't just enter his life, you aligned with something that he's been running from. But here's the real question. Will he rise and meet you at that same level of energetic maturity? Or will he self-destruct under the weight of this divine union? Because a conjunction brings no space to hide. It's intimate. It's soul level. It's I see you energy. And once someone sees your soul, you can't pretend anymore. No. Okay. And this isn't over because this connection is faded, intense, and unfinished. But right now, he is fighting the transformation because the moment he embraces it, he'll never be the same. Now, in the next cards, we're about to uncover, will he come back around? What role do you play in his awakening? And what's the final energetic frequency of this connection? Is it soul love or soul lesson? Stay tuned because what Spirit's about to reveal, you need to hear it. And if you want the truth straight from the source about your situation, book your personal reading. All right? So let's do it. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? Let's see what is coming through. All right. What is the energy, Spirit, as it does relate? What do we have coming through? And you have seduction. And the card says attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, and third-party interference. I had to pause on that. Y'all know I'm not going to lie to you, right? I'm going to tell you what I was. Look. Okay. All right. Okay. Look, it is what... This is the energy that came through. So I must share it. Look, child, Spirit did not come to play with this next card. This ain't light. This ain't cute. This is that girl don't ignore the red flags just because he fine energy. All right. So you know how we're going to do it. We're going to bring the heat, the truth, and the psychic precision that's needed. Okay, baby. I had to pause on this one, and I know you did too, because the card literally says attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, and third-party interference. And Spirit said, don't sugarcoat this. So I'm not. Let me tell you exactly what I see. He is feeling pulled, not just to you, but to temptation. This man is in a place where his shadow is louder than his light. Yes, he's attracted to you. Yes, he sees you as the one energy. Yes, you shook him up spiritually and emotionally. But right now, he's vulnerable to distraction. He may be flirting. He may be getting attention elsewhere. He may even be keeping someone in the background because, get this, he doesn't feel worthy of your energy. So he entertains what feels easier, safer, or low effort. So this card is a spiritual warning. It's not saying that he's in love with somebody else, but it is saying he's not fully in his power. He's playing with energies that are beneath him and beneath you. So if you have been wondering, Is there someone else? Spirit is saying there might be distractions, but none of them compare to you. Real talk. This man is torn between soul alignment, you, and ego comfort, the easy attention seeking path. And that's why he's conflicted, because with you, he has to rise. And with them, he gets to hide. Don't lower your standard to keep his attention. Spirit is exposing this so you can move smart, not emotional. Because guess what? You're the seduction. You're the one he can't forget. You're the one that stays on his spirit after he tries to distract himself with basic energy. So let him flirt. Let him fumble. Because Spirit said, what's meant for you, it can't be copied, competed with, or confused. All right? So, what's next is this. In the final energy here, we're about to reveal his true frequency, like what this connection is really teaching you, and if he's coming back correct or getting spiritually left behind. Stay to the end, babe. You're gonna want to hear this final message, okay? And if this hit deep and personal, you already know the deal. So let's go ahead and we're going to pull your final card, and then we'll move directly into that total energetic frequency. All right? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, here we go. All right, so you know what? I'm going to use this space here. All right. Give me a second. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? You got freedom. Freedom comes from inner liberation. That's what the card says. Freedom comes from inner liberation. Yes, it does. So, girl, yeah, Spirit just came through with the closure. This ain't no cute card. This is the mic drop, the exit wound, the final soul's reminder, right? This is what this is. So, true freedom comes from inner liberation. Let me say it a third time for the ones in the back. True freedom comes from inner liberation. There it is. That's the real lesson behind this entire connection. Here's what this means. This connection isn't about chasing love. It's about controlling the outcome. It's not even about him. It's about you. It's about your evolution, your ability to say, I love you, but I love me more. This is about you choosing yourself even when you don't have all the answers. This is about walking away from confusion and walking into clarity. The total energetic frequency of this connection, baby, is this. And let's break it down raw and real. You are the catalyst. He is the mirror, but he's cracked. The love was real. The feelings were mutual, but the timing distorted. He needs healing, but you need peace. He wants connection, but he's bound to avoidance. He sees your worth, but he's afraid he'll never match it. So what's the energetic frequency? It's a soul contract. But whether it becomes a soulmate or a soul lesson, that's up to him. And in the meantime, you're free. You're not waiting. You're not chasing. You're not shrinking. You are liberated. Final word from Spirit. When you stop trying to fix someone else's path, you finally find your own. So if this man comes back, he better come correct. Because the next version of you is not settling for emotional crumbs. You're dining in divine alignment now. Want clarity on your situation? Whether it's about him, the new man coming in, your finances, or your next glow up? Book your personal reading now at claritybay.com. Link in the description. Like this video, share it with a soul sister, and subscribe if you felt this in your spirit. Because over here, we don't do delusion, we do divinity. And this is the sugar-free zone, baby, and you just got fed. As always, I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Welcome in, Clarity family. If you were drawn to this beautiful green aventurine crystal and the Go With The Flow card, then this is your reading on how he sees you right now. First thing first, let me tell you about the energy of the green aventurine. That's the crystal of abundance, heart healing, and lucky as new beginnings. So if this is your pile, you're likely been on a journey of letting go of control, trusting the divine timing, and finally releasing the anxiety around this connection. But let's keep it real. You've been chilling on the outside, but asking, what the hell is he thinking on the inside? So let's get into it. Go with the flow energy. Spirit is saying, you don't have to force, this. You don't have to force this. What's meant for you will flow towards you effortlessly. So right now, he sees you as someone who is unbothered, even if you're not giving that vibe, glowing up quietly and flowing, not chasing. And guess what? That's exactly why he's drawn to you. Because your energy right now, it's soft, it's feminine, it's magnetic, but it ain't pressed. You're not begging for answers. You're letting the universe answer for you. And he can feel that detachment. So yeah, he's like, damn, is she over me? And even if you're not, you're finally putting the power back in your own hands. Here's what we're about to uncover in the next 6 cards, okay, is how he really sees you when no one's around, what he's hiding emotionally and energetically, and if he's coming forward or staying stuck. If this is a safe space or a soul trap, his actions next, okay, and most importantly, the total energetic frequency of this connection. This is your sign to stay till the end, because I'm about to go deep into this man's vibration and tell you whether this is fate or just a phase. All right, so let's do it. And babe, let me just say this. If you want the truth about your own situation, whether it's this connection, a new love interest, your divine partnership, your money, or your future, book your personal reading at claritybay.com. The link is in the description. Don't wait, especially if your intuition is already lit up. So let's go ahead and pull your next card and see what message is here for you. Thank you, Spirit. You have the Destroyer. Okay, let's see. What is the energy as it does relate? You also have the Mediator. Now, I am picking up the shadow energy of the Mediator. The card says, negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. Does this sound like your dude? Okay, but first we're going to start with the Destroyer energy, and then we'll move over here to the Mediator. All right, I'm going to tell you something. You shut something down with this connection. He thought you were for play. But baby, he was mistaken. This Destroyer energy is telling me a whole lot, but we're going to get deep into it. So let's see. All right, here we go. Girl, let me start by saying this again. You shut it all the way down. All the way down, because this man thought you were bluffing. He thought you were emotionally invested enough to stay no matter what. But what he didn't realize, you became the destroyer. Not because you're evil, not because you're petty, but because you were done. Done with mixed signals, done with emotional gymnastics, done with showing up fully for someone who was only giving you pieces. Now, what Spirit is saying loud and clear is this. You ended a cycle he never thought would end. And that shocked him. It scared him. It made him realize you're not the one to toy with. No. So this isn't you lashing out. This is you reclaiming your peace. You didn't destroy the relationship. You destroyed the illusion. And now he is standing at the wreckage trying to figure out what the hell happened. All right. So here we go. The mediator. Now let's talk about this messy energy that crept in, honey. This card says, negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, personally or professionally. Let's call it what it is. Somebody in this connection, either him or you, was not being fully honest. Okay. Now this card is screaming passive aggressive behavior, manipulation dressed up as calm communication. One person trying to keep the peace while low key controlling the outcome. Now let me be clear. You may have tried to be the peacemaker, but Spirit is showing he was the one with the hidden agenda. He didn't want to lose you, but he also didn't want to step up. That's where this mediator energy turns toxic. Instead of leading with clarity, he led with confusion. He'd rather stall than surrender, rather talk in circles than tell the truth. And you finally said, I'm done negotiating my worth. Let's be honest, sis. He thought he had more time. He thought your compassion would keep you stuck. But instead, you tapped into your power. You burned the old version of this connection to the damn ground. And he is realizing it's your energy or nothing. So what's next is this. This man is sitting in the space between regret and realization. But guess what? You are sitting in freedom. And baby, freedom looks good on you. It looks good on you, okay? So coming up next, in the next few cards we're going to break down, if this man is still lurking in the shadow with his half-truths, is there a real return or just recycled energy? And what is the true frequency of this connection? Is it real love or emotional control? Stay until the end because Spirit is about to pull the final stamp on this connection. All right? Now, baby, if this reading is dragging your situation by the wig, book your personal session today at claritybay.com. You already know the link is in the description. Let's go. All right, thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? And don't get mad at me. I'll be wearing wigs too. I'll be getting dragged by the wig by Spirit too. It just is what it is. When we ignore signs, we gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta pay the piper. All right, here we go. Next card is this. Gaslighting you. Girl, I have been lying to and gaslighting you. You weren't crazy. You were right. I just wasn't strong enough to admit it. Do you see this man? No, he didn't. Yes, he did. Spirit's like, yes, he did. And I've been trying to tell you what he been doing, but you ain't been listening, girl. This man literally said, y'all, let me read the energy. Look. Okay. When we hard-headed, what we get? We know. Look, you already knew. Spirit just confessed. Baby, look, Spirit just confessed on this man's behalf and snatched all his little monk and mediator mask clean off. And the best part, you already knew. You been knew. You felt it. You said it. And now the card just read him like a group chat with receipts. Okay. So, baby, girl, say it louder for the viewers in the back. Yes, he did. And you knew it. You've been trying to hold space, trying to go with the flow, trying to rationalize the red flags. But Spirit said what he said. This man was gaslighting, and he knew it. Now, the emotional confession behind this card is this. This isn't even about playing games anymore. This is straight up emotional cowardice. He was hiding things. He was flipping the script. He was making you doubt yourself while doing it. But don't get mad at yourself for not walking away sooner. We've all been there. Hell, like I said, I worn a wig and got spiritually dragged too. Ain't no judgment over here, okay? But now you're sensing the truth. You're hearing from Spirit's mouth, not just your intuition. Let's break this down. He knew you were right. He knew he wasn't ready. But instead of telling you that, he deflected. He breadcrumbed you. He guilt-tripped you. He made you question your tone, your feelings, your standards. That's gaslighting, babe. Emotional manipulation 101. And the wild part is this. You still showed up in love. You still gave him grace. You still wanted to believe the best version of him. And now you are realizing he couldn't even face the best version of you. Here's what Spirit wants you to know right now. You are not crazy. You were never crazy. You were just connected to someone who didn't have the emotional capacity to tell the truth. And now he's haunted by how real you were. What's coming next? In the next few cards, we're going to reveal, does he regret it for real or just because he lost control? Is he still watching you? Because, baby, and is this connection done or transforming into something new? Stay tuned because the final energetic frequency of this connection is coming soon and it's going to bring all the clarity you need to move forward like a damn imprint. All right, so let's do it. Let's go ahead and pull your next card. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? Let's see. Give me one moment while I adjust your cards. Okay. Let's see. What is the energy? All right. As it does relate here for you. Thank you, Spirit. Here we go. You got, girl, opposition in astrology. An opposition. I'm going to tell you what this means, okay? It is deep. Deep, deep. Ocean deep. This is like an astrological climax of this reading, okay? And let me tell you, Spirit ain't done snatching wigs and exposing truth, including his, yours, and the karmic cords. The karmic cords between you two. So thank you, Spirit. Now this card right here, is saying, this connection is not only emotionally intense, it's cosmically challenging. So let me explain what an opposition in astrology actually is. Astrological opposition, two planets at opposite sides of the zodiac. It's push versus pull, attraction versus resistance, magnetic but frustrating. You see each other, but you can't always meet each other. So this energy is powerful as hell, but polarizing AF. So that's why some days he feels like your twin flame, and other days you're like, what the hell was I thinking? What this means for this connection: you're opposites in a way that was designed to stretch your soul. Let's be real. You move in truth, he moves in conflict, avoidance. You confront, he hides. You feel everything deeply, he deflects with shallow behavior or denial. But guess what? He's still drawn to you, because opposites aren't about running away, they're about facing the mirror. And you, sis, you are the mirror. The deeper message here, this card is saying that this connection was meant to challenge you both, to show you your power, to reveal your shadows, to break toxic cycles, and to teach one or both of you how to choose alignment over attachment. So if things felt heavy, hot one moment, cold the next, if he's pulling back just when things were finally flowing, that's opposition energy. It's not just emotional, it's karmic and astrological. So what Spirit wants you to ask yourself: is this tension bringing growth or just chaos? Because an opposition can evolve, but only if both people are willing to rise. And right now, Spirit is showing that he's still struggling with inner conflict, while you are learning to move with soul, alignment, and grace. What's next? We've got a couple of cards left before we drop the total energetic frequency of this connection. So stay with me, because this last card is about to tell you, is he going to step up or stay stuck? Is this lesson complete or still unfolding? And also, what timeline you're really working with here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. And again, 2 more cards to go. Let's do it. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through here for you? What is coming through? Thank you, Spirit. All right, here we go. You got self-indulgence. Focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. Well, what do we know? All right, so let me just say it like it is. This is a reclamation card. The I'm done playing small card. The let me pour this love back into me card. This is not letting up, okay? So Spirit just grabbed you by the face and said, look at you, not him. Let me be real. This card didn't come through because you were lost in this man. No, it came through because you've been found in yourself. Here's the truth. You gave, you waited, you tried, you prayed, you doubted yourself. You twisted yourself into a spiritual pretzel trying to see the light in him. And now, Spirit said, that's enough, baby. It's time to choose you. So this card is about getting back to the you that existed before the confusion. This ain't about bubble baths and crystals, even though those are cute and energetic, right? They have energy. This is about deep ass soul restoration. Because honestly, you deserve someone who doesn't make you wonder if you're asking for too much, but shows you've been asking for too little. Now let's pause here and get honest. Have you abandoned your own needs trying to keep this connection alive? Have you made excuses for your emotional immaturity, hoping it was spiritual growth in disguise? And have you forgotten how powerful your energy is because you were too busy fixing his? This card is the wake-up call and the blessing. Spirit is literally handing you your energy back like, here, sis, take it, use it, pour it into you. This is the turning point, because while he's out here playing hide and seek with his shadow, you're about to level up in silence. And when he finally looks for you, you'll be too healed to recognize the version of you he used to manipulate. What's coming next? One final card. Then we're dropping the total energetic frequency of this man in this connection, because you're about to walk away with clarity, closure, and confidence. And if you want a personal reading where we can talk about your healing, your love, and your next level, you already know what to do. Book it now at claritybae.com. Link is in the description. All right, let's go ahead and pull your next card. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate coming through? You have confidence. Look at that. Believe in your worth and abilities. Girl, this man is low-key shook. I'm going to say high-key. Shook. Baby, that you have taken back your power. All right. Look, the confidence card is a synchronicity and follows immediately after self-indulgence with that message the Spirit gave you. But we're gonna break it all the way down. Look. So, yes, Queen. Okay, Spirit's not playing with you today, babe. This final card is a whole spiritual mic drop. You started this reading wondering how he sees you, and now we're closing it with you standing in your full power, crown straight, voice loud, and soul unbothered. All right, so let's break this all the way down for the final card. Then we go straight into the total energetic frequency like we promised. Girl, this man is shook. He may not be texting you. He may not be calling. He may be acting cool, detached, or distant. But let me tell you right now, your confidence has him gagged. This is divine feminine power activated. And you pulled self-indulgence. Spirit said she's back in her bag. Her spirit, her boundaries, her glow. And now you're showing up as the version of you that speaks without shrinking, setting boundaries without guilt, and walks away without begging, knows she's the blessing, not the backup plan. And baby, this man is feeling the shift. He's like, wait, she's not chasing me anymore? She's not over here explaining herself? She's out here choosing peace over my potential? Yep. And that's confidence. It's a synchronicity in itself. Let's be clear. He underestimated your voice. Okay? He undervalued your presence. And now he's watching you rise and realizing, damn, she really meant it. She really meant it. So he knows that you stepped into a new vibration. And the worst part for him, you don't even need closure anymore. Because once you reclaimed your voice, you reclaimed your power. Final energy check-in. You're not confused. You're not waiting. You are not shrinking. You're walking in purpose, power, and peace. And the real twist, now he's the one questioning his worth. Now he's the one wondering what's next. And now he is stuck with the realization that the woman he didn't pour into has become unreachable. Total energetic frequency of this connection. Let's wrap it all the way up, babe. This connection is high voltage, karmic, and divine, but it's also a test. A test of your boundaries, a test of your self-love, a test of whether you'll dim your light to keep someone else comfortable. And you passed with flying colors. You didn't fold, you evolved. Right now, the energetic frequency of this connection is catalyst level. This was meant to shake you, break you, and rebuild you into your highest self. Will he come back? Yes. Yes. But the real question is, will you even recognize the version of you he's trying to return to? Because the you now, she's not playing games. She's not negotiating her peace. She's not confusing chemistry with alignment. She's a whole force. If this reading shook your soul and you want to go deeper into your personal energy, your next man, your money, or your future glow up, book your private session now at claritybae.com. Links in the description. Don't sit on your clarity, babe. Like, comment, subscribe, because over here, we don't chase, we align. And this reading was your confirmation. As always, I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hey, Clarity family, welcome to your reading. How does he see you right now? If you were drawn to this beautiful turquoise crystal and the intuition card, then baby, you're not new to this. You're true to this. Because you don't just feel energy, you read it, you absorb it. And when someone's acting weird, you already clocked it before they even hit send. Okay, so let's get into the energy because you didn't pick this pile by accident. So first of all, let's go ahead and talk about the turquoise crystal because this is a stone of spiritual clarity, communication, and divine truth. You're the kind of woman who can spot a lie while smiling politely. Your presence alone is like a vibe check in heels. And this man, he felt it hard. Okay. Now couple that with the intuition card. You already know how he sees you. Okay. You are just here for the confirmation. Right? Because deep down, you've been picking up on the shifts in his tone, the pauses in his text, and the way he energetically pulls you in, then pulls back, and you're like, okay, spirit, but what's really going on? Let me tell you what's coming through. This man sees you as tapped the F in. He knows that you feel things that he hasn't even said out loud. And honestly, that low key terrifies him. You're not just another girl he talks to. You're the one he can't lie to. You're the one that reads him like a book he forgot to close. And that's why he's both drawn to you and a little scared of you. Because you don't just offer love. No, you don't. You offer transformation. And not everybody's ready for that. Okay? So here's what's next. We're about to pull 6 cards to find out what this man is really thinking about you right now, what he's hiding, whether this is evolving or dissolving, and most importantly, what your intuition has been screaming, and if it's right. Then, of course, we'll end with the total energetic frequency of this connection because you know how we do it over here. All right. So listen, also, if this pile, if it already has your spirit tingling, book your personal psychic reading now at claritybay.com. So whether it's about your current boo, your future soulmate, or your bag and blessings, I got you. Links in the description. Don't play with your clarity. All right, so let's go ahead and do it. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? You got the Storm card. Okay. I'm going to pull another card. And then I will channel the energies of both. And you also have the Storyteller, and it's the shadow attribute, making up tales that harm others. So, of course, we're going to go ahead and start here with the Storm card, and then we'll move here to the Storyteller. And I'm already picking up some BS loud and clear. Okay, here we go. Look. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Y'all, yep, I felt that. We are officially in the bullish section of the reading, babe. Okay. Now, pile 3 started intuitive, and now Spirit is pulling receipts. The Storm card and the Storyteller, shadow energy. Okay. So, yeah, this is some messy confession in the DMs after midnight type-ish. Here it is. If this card is showing up right after you pulled intuition, we're drawing here, you better believe that Spirit is saying, sis, the red flags weren't a warning. They were not a warning. They were a weather report. This connection, it stirred some serious energy. And if you are being honest, you probably felt this coming from the start. You have been walking through emotional turbulence, trying to call it divine timing. But let's keep it a buck. This man didn't come with clarity. He came with chaos. What the Storm card means right now. He brought emotional highs and lows that left you exhausted. He may have trauma bonded you through inconsistency. And when things got real, he disappeared or started spiraling. So yeah, this storm wasn't just about him ghosting you or being moody. This was the storm that made you question yourself. And that's where Spirit draws the line. Now let's move to the real tea. Card 2, this is the Storyteller, okay? So this card says, making up tales that harm others. Oh, hell no. So now we lying. Now we rewriting narratives to make yourself look better. Now we out here telling half-truths with a twist. Spirit said, this man was or is out here spinning stories. Here's what that means. He's been playing the victim when you pulled back. He may have lied about you to someone else. Yes, including a third party. Or he's been lying to himself about what this connection really is. Let's be real. He's been doing damage control behind the scenes instead of accountability. So if you felt like you were being misunderstood, disrespected, or even slandered after you finally chose peace, you were not crazy. That man might have been running his mouth. And why? Because your intuition, your clarity, and your boundaries threatened the little fantasy world he was trying to live in. Spirit's message. He is trying to narrate a version of the story that lets him keep the hero cape on. without admitting how deeply he fumbled your trust. But what he can't rewrite is your glow up. What he can't twist is your intuition. What he can't ignore is how much peace you gained when you stopped explaining yourself. What's coming next? We still have 4 more cards to go, and you already know Spirit is about to drag whatever emotional manipulation is still hiding and reveal if he's coming back with truth or more tales, and let us know if this connection is ever going to find its way back to divine flow. All right? So let's do it. Let's do it, baby, because Spirit don't miss, and neither do I. Here we go. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? You have lost. I feel lost without you, he says. I'm just pausing for a moment here because I'm like, oh, there it is. Now the mask really slips. After the lies, after the storm, after trying to flip the script and make you the problem. Now he's in the shadows whispering, I feel lost without you. And baby, we believe him, but that don't mean we're going back. So let's break this all the way down. This is the moment where the reading flips and Spirit starts showing us the emotional consequences of your evolution. Let me say this in bold for the people watching who are still healing. He is lost without you. Not because of your love, but because of your spiritual presence. Your energy was the safe space that he didn't even know he needed. You gave him peace, softness, wisdom, intuition, and loyalty. All things he didn't know how to receive, but now can't stop thinking about. But here's the catch. This feeling of being lost didn't just start. It started the minute you pulled back. The second you stopped over-explaining yourself. The moment you realized he knows what he's doing and it ain't love. And now that you have detached, he is spiraling. But let's be real. Does he want you? Or does he miss the version of himself that felt safe in your light? Watch this pattern. Watch this pattern. Because when they feel lost, they often come back with love bombing, vague apologies, I miss you text at 2:13 a.m. I've changed speeches with no receipts. Watch out for that stuff because Spirit is warning. Don't let his loneliness become your responsibility. Because yes, he's lost, but you found yourself, and that's way more important. Let's be real here. This isn't just him feeling a little sad. No. This is spiritual withdrawal, okay? Your energy was healing him without him even realizing it. And now that you are gone, he's stuck with his own silence. And it's loud as hell. We still have 3 more cards to go. Next, we are going to find out, is this man doing the inner work or just throwing emotional, Hail Marys? Is he coming back with integrity or just trying to feel found again? And finally, what is the true energetic frequency of this connection? And if your intuition is like, girl, that's me in my whole life, you need to book your private reading now at claritybay.com because this is deeper than feelings. This is a spiritual initiation. All right? So let's do it. Thank you, Spirit. Let's go. What is the energy as it does relate? All right, what is coming through? You got the 7th house. This is the 7th house in an astrological birth chart. Okay, in astrology, the 7th house, and I'm going to tell you what the 7th house means and how it relates to this connection. I also am picking up a new connection. It's the house of like new partnerships. It rules over Libra. All right, so let me just tell you this. Okay, Spirit just gave you the relationship house itself. Okay, so we are talking commitments, partnerships, contracts, karmic ties, and new connections stepping up. Let's break this all the way down. Raw, sacred, and bold, because this is the shift that you have been feeling coming, right? You've been feeling this coming, and now the astrology is confirming it. This is not just a cute love card. This is the cosmic house of partnerships. Again, in astrology, the 7th house represents romantic plus business partnerships, soul contracts, long-term relationships, marriages, balance, mirroring, and mutual energy exchanges. This house is the mirror of I and thou. Okay, so it shows what kind of partner you attract and what kind of partner you're becoming. So what does this mean for this connection? Oh, it's layered. On one hand, you and this person were brought together under a soul contract. Now, this wasn't a random link up. This was karmic, meant to teach, meant to activate, meant to shake you out of your comfort zone. But this house isn't just about who you used to love. It's about who is energetically being prepared for you now. And baby, I'm picking up a whole new connection. Here's the psychic download that I'm getting. You have outgrown this cycle. The old connection was tied to past, to like your past identity. But your new frequency, your healed frequency, is pulling in a new partner. And the wildest part, they are coming in under the energy of the 7th house too. Meaning they're not here to play. They are here to build. Why Spirit dropped this card now? Because just as this man is saying, I feel lost without you, Spirit is prepping someone who's been praying for someone just like you. So this card is a reminder, love is not over. Love is evolving. And what's being aligned for you next? A real, reciprocal, aligned as partnership. Real talk. Your intuition ain't just screaming about who's behind you. It's also whispering about who's ahead of you. So stay alert. Pay attention to the signs because while, this man is spinning in the storm, a new one is already being sent in calm. Now, we have 2 more cards before we reveal the total energetic frequency of this connection. And coming up, is this old cycle trying to repeat or close for good? And what is Spirit confirming about your next real relationship? And if you like, girl, I need to know about this new person, book your personal love reading now at claritybay.com. The link is in the description. Get ahead of the energy and know what's coming. Let's go. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through here? Thank you, Spirit. You have boat, the boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, and closure issues. Let me tell you what I'm picking up. All right. Okay. Yep, there it is. The closure card, the confirmation card, the final boarding call. Okay, so Spirit just brought the boat, and baby, this ain't just a message, it's a departure. Okay, so we're going to ride this wave with clarity. Receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Let me tell you exactly what I'm picking up. This is the energy of you finally saying enough. And Spirit is stepping in to give you the clarity you couldn't get from Him. Divine timing arriving, not a second too early, but right on time. Psychically, here's what's coming through. This boat is yours. You're being delivered from confusion. You're being moved away from the loop. You're no longer waiting at the dock hoping to figure it out. You're on board, baby, and you are sailing into your next chapter. The storms, the lies, the ghosting and gaslighting left at the port. This card means Spirit is guiding you into the next level of peace, even if your heart still has questions. Your soul already knows. You can't stay tied to someone who keeps delaying the journey. Here's the deeper T. He wanted you docked. He wanted you parked, waiting, and still. Available. Energetically orbiting him while he figured things out. But now you are moving, you're progressing, you're receiving. And once you're in this motion, babe, you don't circle back, you level up. This card also confirms emotional closure is coming. Even if he never gives you verbal closure, you're about to receive what you actually need, not just what you hope for. There's movement, tangible movement, and it leads to a new energetic match. Someone who's already at the destination that you have been headed towards. Final warning. Final warning. Don't invite him on the boat just because he says, I miss you. Ask, is he rowing with me or weighing me down? Because you already paid your karmic toll. You don't owe him another round of lessons. What's coming up next? We've got one more card left before I drop the total energetic frequency of this connection and what your soul is really being prepared for. And if you're ready to lock in on what's coming next for you in love, book your personal reading now at claritybay.com. The link is in the description, and this energy is moving fast, so don't sit on your guidance, okay? So let's do it. Let's pull your final card and see what the final message is here from Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What's coming through? You have trust. Trust your intuition. The universe guides you. And that's another thing about this man. He knows you have intuitive gifts. Listen, you were guided here to the intuition card, right? Pile 3, you were guided to the intuition card. And this card here literally says, trust your intuition. The universe guides you. That's a synchronicity, babe. All right. So Spirit just brought this whole reading full circle. And you can't script a synchronicity like this, okay? You were drawn to this intuition card in the beginning, and now we're ending it with the trust card. That's not a coincidence. That's divine orchestration. Let's bring this sacred finale all the way home, right? Let me say it louder for the viewers who've been second guessing. Your intuition was never wrong. Every gut feeling, every dream, every moment your spirit whispered, this doesn't feel right. Spirit is now saying, we've been guiding you the whole time, babe. And now it's time to fully trust what you already know. Here's the deeper message. This man knows that you're intuitive. He feels your energy even when you say nothing. He knew you were spiritually gifted before he ever had the language for it. And that's why he couldn't hide for long. That's why his lies started unraveling. That's why he's lost without you. Because you're connected. You were spiritually guided to him. And now you're being spiritually guided away. Let's get one thing straight. You're not too sensitive. You're not reading into things. You're not crazy. You're tapped in, baby. You have been getting downloads, and he's been giving excuses. And now, your next level is being activated because you finally trusted yourself. Final energetic frequency, pile 3. Let's wrap this masterpiece with the full truth. Because this connection was fated, transformational, a spiritual mirror, a karmic turning point. But now, you've ascended above the frequency of confusion. And because of that, you're being redirected to a divine counterpart who doesn't just feel you, they're aligned with you. The frequency now: release, arrival, new partnerships, self-trust, forward movement. You are no longer a student in this cycle. You are the teacher now. You are the prize. And the universe is already shifting to reward your obedience to your intuition. If this hits you in your chest, in your heart, right, your stomach, or your soul, book your personal reading now at claritybay.com. Love, money, your next partner, or your divine purpose. Let's unlock it together. Link in the description. Don't sleep on your guidance. Like, subscribe, share this with your soul sister, because this was your spiritual confirmation. You came in asking, how does he see me? You're leaving with, I see myself, and that's all I need. Let's go, okay? You are ready and winning. And as always, I am sending you lots of love and good energy.